Counter, boys, counter. Counter. Good day, humans. Poetic Dustbin here, back in the arena for another set of gameplays. And yeah, it's bit long. I don't want to talk about it. Let's just head on to my next deck, which is the popular MonoBlue. But this is my version of the MonoBlue Djinn deck. I call this deck the Jingle Bells. And I like to call my decks funny names. So, before I get in to the deck build, of course, we're gonna do this fast. Real fast. Here's some beautiful, funky words for all you monstrous, demonic, angelic creatures out there. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support this channel. Comment down below for any suggestions on how to improve this deck or suggest a build you want me to feature. Don't forget to share this to your friends who are into Magic the Gathering. And if you are into dark art and poetry, visit my website, poetdustbin.com. I also showcase my decks there, link in the description. And if you want a dedicated MTG Arena site, go to mtgarena.org, where all my gameplays are uploaded. Now, back to the deck build. And so we're back. And what's the deck all about? Well, it's just simple, keep your Djinn alive and kill them with the Djinn or the Tolarian Terror. We only have here we only have 7 creatures here, and most of the spells we have are either sorcery or instant spells, the counter or spells that would protect our creatures. It's a mono blue deck. It's a popular deck. My version. Let's get it on with the deck build. So, like I always do, I subdivide my deck into columns so you'd actually understand how it works. So, for the first column, we have the creature interaction. We have 4 copies of Fading Hope, 2 copies of Invoke the Winds. You know what Fading Hope is, Bounce Cry. Invoke the Winds is a new one that actually one of the first time that I used it. So it's 4 blue mana to spend plus another colorless mana, so you can cast it. It's a sorcery spell that you gain control of target creature or artifact, and you untap it. Neat, right? The opponent has a really huge non-hex proof creature. You can actually gain control of it. And for our second column, we have our draw or library manipulation, as I call it, or hand manipulation. We have consider, 3 copies of consider. Look at the top card of the library. You may put that card into your graveyard, then you draw a card. Simple. 3 copies of impulse, a very important key card here in this deck. Look at the top 4 cards of your library and put one of them into your hand, and the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. And of course, we have Thirst for Discovery. Draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards unless you discard a basic land. 3 copies of this 2, 3, 3, 3. And for our counter spells, Mono Blue. Counter spells, a must have. 2 copies of Spell Pierce. You know what it does, right? Counter target non-creature spell unless the controller pays 2. You are supposed to cast this when the opponent has no mana, or at least, or the most 1 land to tap or mana left. Okay, this becomes useless when the opponent is flooding with lands or mana source. Okay, we have 3 copies of Essence Scatter. You want to actually take control of the board by actually limiting your opponent from casting really big creatures or creatures that would actually kill you in the coming turns. Of course, we have Make Disappear. It's really cool. What do you call this? A cool counter spell, especially when you have a lot of creatures. You can actually use the casualty feature of this, where you sacrifice a creature, then you actually copy the spell. So instead of paying 2, the opponent would actually be forced to pay 4 so that the spell would not be countered. And we have 4 copies of that, of course, very important. And we have 3 copies of Negate, where you counter target non-creature spell. And of course, to protect our creatures, we have 2 copies of Shore Up. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains hexproof until end of turn. You untap it. 2 copies of this and 2 copies of Slip Out the Back, when you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature and it faces out. What's the difference between Shore Up and Slip Out the Back? The thing is, when you attack your creature and somebody that targets it wants to kill it, you put in Slip Out the Back. You attack with, will get nullified because you don't have any creature because it's faced out. But when you use Shore Up, you still get the value of the attack, and you actually get to deal damage because it's still there. It only gains hexproof, and the good thing about it is you get to untap it. It's also used when you want to block an opponent's creature. You surprise them like ta-da. And for our creatures, we have 4 copies of Haughty Djinn. This is our key card here. It's a flying creature with an asterisk on power and /4 toughness, wherein its power is equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. And the bonus here is that instants and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 colorless mana. 1 colorless mana less to cast. Right? How does it work? Essence Scatter becomes 1 blue mana to cast. Negate becomes 1 blue mana to cast. Its power is equal to all of the sorcery and instant spells in your graveyard. And since we have a lot of them, this Haughty Djinn could actually turn into a really, really big monster. 4 copies of that. We have 3 copies of Tolarian Terror. Real weird creature. It's a 5/5/7 to cast Serpent, but get this. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. So if you have at least 6 or more spells in your graveyard, it only costs 1 blue mana. And it has Ward 2. What else do you want, right? And for our lands, we have 20 copies of Islands and 2 copies of Otawara, Soaring City. Very useful card wherein you get to bounce an artifact, creature, enchantment, or planeswalker to the opponent's hand, opponent's hand. You can also bounce yours or the opponent's. So I think that's it. I need not explain anymore. Let's get it on with the game. That's what you want, right? Game. So game on. Now. Alright. Let's start the ball game, boys. Hector Hernandez. What? Really? 6 and this out. Yeah, I think so. Do this one. Oh, come on, really? This is gonna be bad. I'm seeing it now. Impulse. Damn. Let's do it, boys. I made a boo-boo there. Counter, boys, counter. 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 Next game, please. Yeah, here we go. Against what the fuck does that mean? I go first. Thank you, Lord. Here we go. And it's gonna hit me with that 2 damage. There we go. Naughty kid. Really? 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 Right. Hey. Oh, I see. Let's make him cast again. Impulse. This is gonna be really bad. It's a taste. Now let's see. He's gonna die next turn. Eh. Next game, please. Next game, boys. Up against Chromis. Good luck, I go for it. Thank you, Lord. Hello. Forest. Temple feature. Should I go for the land? We have land. Go for this one. Hmm. Okay. All right. The unforeseeable. No, I call it the foreseeable future. Defeat. Next game, please. Hello, Kakao. I get to start first again. Let's see. Make. There you go. Much better. You're so fucked up. Alright. Oh. Yeah. Delver in action. get it on with our next game. That's why I don't put Delver. Honestly, I mean, like when I do this, I was thinking of putting Delver of Secrets, but I realized that um, it's just, I don't know, just on like Delver. Next game, please. I go. Damn. This, unless we are mirrored, you know, that's not gonna be nice. Oh, cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get that one. Good show, Master Chair. Let's get the land. We need that one. Good choice. Counter. You fucking, you quitting. Here's what I hate, but it just happens, man. It just happened, okay? So we're gonna be stopping it here. Yeah, let's just let it go. Let it go. Outro time. Well, thank you for watching. And the deck, yeah, I can say it hasn't been maximized in terms of its abilities, but the deck is really cool. I mean, I could actually use this in rank, and it stands a chance of getting, you know, clearly close to mythic. I believe that. So the deck list will be available in the description, and I think that's it for today, for tonight, and thank you for watching, and I hope you can share this video to all your friends who plays Magic. And don't forget to visit my website, poeticdustbin.com, and my wife's channel, House of Hazelnuts, if you're into like food and stuff. That's it. Poetic Dustbin here, and see you on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and all of those stuff. Okay, sayonara, humans. Bye.